How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dominic Minchella. I am the Kansas City Chiefs beat writer on SI and the host of the Kansas City Chiefs Insider Podcast. You guys know the deal. Once again, thank you guys so much for stopping in. Whatever the time you have, I do appreciate it as we continue our rankings of the 7 primetime games that the Chiefs have, from least anticipated / excitement factor to the most anticipated with the most potential storylines on the line. We've gone through 7, 6, and 5, and today we're at number 4. I said yesterday that all these games now from 5 on, super competitive. I think that they're going to be very entertaining, but they all have to fall in line one way or another. This, of course, is all of my opinion as well. I would love to hear from you on Twitter once this gets posted, or formerly X, I apologize. As you can see on the ticker down below, or if you're listening to the podcast, you can follow me on X at Dom Minchella, DOMMINCHELLA, Dom Minchella. All righty, let's get into it. The Chiefs have 7 primetime games, as we stated already. Here's number 4. Here's the 4th most anticipated game, in my opinion, and it is once again at home. Week 8 against the Washington Commanders. Now, I think that this game has a lot of good storyline, good marketability for what the NFL loves to get out of their fans, right? So these two teams are playing on Monday Night Football in Week 8, and it is what could have been of the Super Bowl, because the Washington Commanders were 1 win away before punching their ticket to meet the Kansas City Chiefs, and hopefully they would have been the team that they were going to face, hoping that they would have been the team to face or take down Kansas City. As we know, that obviously went to the Philadelphia Eagles, and they took down the Chiefs on their quest of a three-peat. But this is super cool, in my opinion. There's not a whole lot of times where you get to see a what-if Super Bowl game the next season with this much hype. And I say hype because we saw how terrific Jayden Daniels was in his rookie campaign for the Washington Commanders. Similar to how Patrick Mahomes was in his rookie season, he looks to be the game changer for the future of the Washington Commanders franchise. This past season in his rookie campaign, he not only was able to get his team to a deep playoff push, but he also had 3,568 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and rushing of 891 yards. It is going to be a battle to get Jayden Daniels down, but we know how the Chiefs defense loves to play. The offensive line for Washington last season wasn't necessarily the best because in the inexperience of Jayden Daniels in not really kind of being evasive while he's in the pocket, he got sacked 47 times last season. That's a lot. If this is going to be a competitive game, which it should be, the offensive line for Washington is going to have to step up, but that's super beneficial for the Kansas City Chiefs defense because there's a lot of holes should that carry over. With it being week 8, those are kind of when these games start to pick up the pace in X factor. We want to watch this game. Everything about from week on is terrific. Plus, this is the last week 8 is 1 week, the last week before week 9, and they have their bye week following. The Chiefs do. So depending on how the roster looks up right now or compared to that point in the season, it could be a completely different game. Injuries happen. But here are some cool implications and some well-known facts about these two matchups, or these two teams matching up against one another. The Chiefs are 10-1 all-time versus the Washington Commanders, Washington football team, the whole franchise, regardless of what their name was for the time being. Now, they haven't lost a game since they were defeated back in 1983. The Chiefs have won several straight. And it's not even claim to where it's like, oh, these two teams don't face each other all that often. Patrick Mahomes has faced off against these Commanders before, and spoiler alert, he took home the victory. Not only just because Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback going in the game, but he's also knows how to get things done with the football. It'll be super exciting because the last time that Mahomes went up against the Commanders, he had 397 passing yards with a 68.5 completion rate. Super impressive. And that was back in 2021. Patrick Mahomes has only gotten better since 2021. He is the epitome of the face of the franchise of the league until future notice. But it should be entertaining to see, Jaden Daniels. We saw the chip on his shoulder from in the playoffs where people were already writing the Commanders off against the Detroit Lions. He proved them wrong. Much like how some people didn't expect Patrick Mahomes to be as good. I'm not comparing these two and saying that Jaden Daniels is on the same level of Patrick Mahomes, but I do think that the ceiling is very high. And after a season that of 3,500 passing yards or more, I do think that it's very possible that season two for Daniels is going to be way more competitive. And I can't wait to see this Kansas City Chiefs team take on the Commanders. I think that it's got a bigger X factor because it's a playoff team that was in the playoffs last season compared to, the Giants game, the Jaguars game, and even yesterday's ranking, how I ranked the Houston Texans above. While that they were in the playoffs, they don't look as good as the Commanders do. And me, I love good football, and I know that you all do too. It's going to feel that much better if Kansas City can find a way to take down this young team, especially if they go in thinking it's like, this could have been what the Super Bowl could have been. Let's prove that we're better than an NFC team and that we don't keep losing to teams that could have been the Super Bowl match. That being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching or listening. I really do appreciate it. Come back tomorrow as we crack the top 3. We're going to round them all off. It's going to be a little bit longer of a podcast tomorrow. It will be the third game, the second game, and the first game of the most anticipated. Super excited. And I hope you guys are too. And that being said, as you can see on the ticker, or if you're listening, you can once again follow me on X at Dom Minchella. You can also follow our page at KC Chiefs on SI on X. We post and repost every single day to our fantastic writing staff. I appreciate all of you guys, keep on working hard. And I hope that as we get closer and closer to the 2025 NFL season, you guys all start joining us for the ride. All right, guys, you know the deal. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you tomorrow for those final rankings.